Wide is starting to hot up now as the spring approaches, and yesterday at Caulfield a weight for age sprint called the Bletchingley Plate was run and won by a darn good 4-year-old called Poetic King. Ken, this is the horse that started favourite in the last Doncaster here at Randwick. He's a pretty smart horse, John. There was a bit of controversy, of course, with the protest with Keltrice. Look, if I would have backed Poetic King, which I didn't, and Oliver hadn't have ridden him like that and held his ground, I'd have been dirty on him. I think he rode a down good race. OK, let's watch the action down the straight and watch Oliver on the winner hold Keltrice in halfway down the straight.
And he appeared to chop off the other one, Keltrice, but Poetic King has raced up to hit the front now with apparent ease. Keltrice is finishing on, but it's Poetic King, the leader, close to home. Keltrice is flying home and they go to the line, and it is Poetic King, but there'll be a protest.
Well, the steward saw fit to dismiss that protest, much to the delight of Kenny Callender, and Friedman's got himself one nice horse here.
Yeah, good horse, Poetic King, and one thing about him, if it gets a bit wet, he gets better.
In Sydney, there were two feature races. The first of them, the San Domenico Stakes, Group 2 for 3-year-olds over the hurry-scurry course of 1,000 metres. Lord Jim showed amazing speed from an outside barrier to go straight to the front, and then he ran them off their feet. So let's have a look at this, then we'll talk to Ken.
To the 200 mark, Lord Jim is clear. He's a length on Flaming Hot, followed by Dapper Magic, then Dr. Zachary and Status Symbol, but Lord Jim has kicked away 100 out over Flaming Hot and Dapper Magic, and Lord Jim has run these right off their feet. Lord Jim, with a sizzling display of speed, beat Flaming Hot second.
He went right on with it, did it at both ends.
John, you've got to go back to the days of horses like Time and Tide to see a horse show such blistering speed and then be eased up after about 100 metres. He got over so quickly, Carmody was easing him down again after 100 metres. I know he's no Time and Tide or Zephyr Bay, but he's a pretty useful sprinter, and even looking at him, as Brian Mayfield-Smith pointed out in the enclosure, he's matured a lot and he'll win a few more times.
Certainly will. Race 7 here, the Urimbla Saddlery Handicap, resulted in a finish which was very close to a triple dead heat. The margins were a nose by a dead heat, and the favourite Simpose got there by an eyebrow. Here's the action.
Romantic Governor about to be tackled by Simpose on the extreme outside. Simpose raced to the lead, coming to the 100 mark. Swift and Dapper running on well, and our Replica coming down the outside with a big run. Simpose is in front. Our Replica coming home hard with Welsh Minor. Simpose has just lasted, I think.
Well, like Simpose has got a great record. Pity he carries his head so high, Ken. It'll cost him a few photo finishes.
Probably will. It might have won him yesterday. I put my money on him yesterday. He had plenty of weight. He's a pretty good sprinter, a useful sprinter. I'd like to own him, and I'm glad he won.
Thanks for being with us, my boy.
Thank you, John.
Ken Callender, and we go back to Ian Maurice.
Got you, boys. Thank you very much. And Max, that's it for now, but I'll check in with you again before the footy show.
Okay.